Okay, the second part. I told you that this reading was deep. It's probably going to be into two parts. I know this Queen of Cups is a nasty bitch. Okay, she is the karmic feminine to the King of Cups upright. And she, yeah, she's in devil like energy. Pride to put you in devil like energy. I want to get a card for that, please. Well, hey, Ace of Wands for a whole new beginning, a whole new chapter. No, that's not gonna work. You don't get that because she wanted a whole new beginning with the masculine with the Fool card. Six of Pentacles reversed doesn't get shit. Doesn't get shit. And oh my god, don't get shit. But look, Four of Wands upright. This is what you get. Your marriage, your celebration. That is awesome. And look again. Oh my god. The Fool upright. What did I just fucking say? I can't make this shit up. Alchemist, good magician, can't make it up. Two of Pentacles reversed. Eh, this karmic feminine, her life is a wreck. And so is the karmic masculine. Life is a total wreck. And over here, though, Knight of Swords reversed. Impulsive, obviously, but for more lies. But it's a matter of the same old lies. Like, really trying to drive it on home. This karmic masculine really trying to drive it on home that you're a whore, you're a this, you're a that, and you don't deserve shit. I mean, King of Sword reversed, tyrannical, liar, liar, pants on fire, and still wants to come in. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Ay. Four of Cups reversed. This is a total temper tantrum because, look, the Two of Swords reversed. Can't keep lying to any. 411 on the timer, I swear to God, talks about information, more information coming out that he doesn't getting out. But it's fucking here, dude. Page of Pentacles reversed. Trying to come up with a small idea here to make money. He wants to try and take all of your shit that you've created. And make it his because right next to this, you have the Emperor in reversed. This is the karmic masculine. N- no, because I mean that's copyright infringement. You know, sue the fuck out of everybody here. Slander, defamation of character, and all evidence that's been used against all evidence of being followed, gang stalk, all of it. Yeah, it, uh, all felonies. These are felony charges, all of it. And then oh, the Wheel of Fortune upright. How wonderful is that? The whole circle is being completed because of this shit. They're caught. They, they can't get shit past anybody anymore. And really, they're trying to drive home that you're a whore and shit. No, 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 because it's all complete. The Wheel of Fortune talks about a chapter that is now closed, and we're moving on. That is awesome. Well, I want to see something. Hmm, crazy. Chop. If this all slipped here damn near, everything in tarot, it is a message. Somebody wants you to slip up some way, somehow, and go to jail. They have been trying 808 on the timer. They have been trying so hard to get you to go to jail for the only thing I can think of for some of you, with your own vehicles and shit. Somebody wants to try to plant maybe drugs on you, and somehow you get pulled over, and then the cops find the drugs, and you get arrested? Shit, that's crazy. And you are right there. Like, you're telling the truth. Good night of cups. Ace of Pentacles upright. You got the Star. The Temperance is a good card. King of Pentacles. This is Part of your masculine energy here. The sun, the happiness, tears of joy, moving on to calmer waters. It's so lovely. The Emperor reversed with the Empress upright. You are the Queen of Swords telling the truth. This King of Swords reversed. Lie, lie, lie. Well, like I said, the Knight of Cups, man, right there. Only beginning chapter, moving on to calmer waters. Your sun happiness. This is great. King of Pentacles upright, got his shit together. Same characteristics right here as the King of Cups upright. You, the star. You both are great alchemists. Oh, so lovely. Oh, yeah, third party. We're all out of the picture. It's great. The Fool was awesome. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, like I said, it stands for the masculine's karmic, but also the three dark witches trying to work together to find that ultimate dark high priestess. And it still didn't work. Don't be nervous, break from communication. Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, that's your masculine's karmic, who was also the same characteristic of the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Empress card in reversed. You know, but this is great right here. Four of Wands, make a great wife, outbeating the devil. King of Wands reversed. Yep, this is your karmic. The Six of Cups reversed, your karmic. But I mean, wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Been a lot of divine intervention for damn sure. Cause enough's fucking enough. Like the way this karmic masculine was raised, uh, probably a spoiled ass brat who got whatever they wanted because maybe they came from high public image or status, or just doesn't know how to take no for an answer. Oh, Lord Jesus. Pain in the ass. Hmm. Okay. I was drawn 1444 on the timer. I was drawn to do the Gothic Oracle cards. Oh, you're gonna have to be patient with me on this because this booklet doesn't have the pages on it, so you have to search for the coins. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Oh wow, the very bottom. Look at that. I can't make that shit up. I'm gonna leave that right there for a minute. Uh, Valor in battle. A confident woman dressed in armor and holding onto a sword looks piercingly into our eyes. You might think she is an angel at first, but notice the icy cool dragon perched on her shoulders with the wings spread. In front of a red stained glass window, the light reflecting on her sword resembles blood. This card suggests that battle is necessary or inevitable. There will be circumstances when we are called into conflict and must consider the best method of response. In some situations, choosing not to respond or enter into combat is the best course of action. But this card reminds us that there will be times when it is vital for you to stand your ground and fight. The appearance of this card could signify that there is tension in the air. Quarrels and other kinds of non-physical warfare could be heading your way, so donning your own armor, ready for counterattack, could be your best and only option. Unfortunately, we all fall prey to criticisms and condemnation from others. Valor reminds us that there are some disputes we simply cannot walk away from. Well, I'll be goddamn. Okay. What does my collective need to know? Damn. What does my collective need to know? Two more shuffles. What does my collective need to know? Raven. That's beautiful. See, that's you can read Dragon Trainer. Oh shit! Wow, 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 and wow. Okay, I'm gonna get these two done over with. Wow, Dragon Trainer. Oh, fuck it. Raven, here we go. Shape shifting. With a raven on her wrist, this young woman with her jet black hair and midnight blue dress seems to be in the process of transforming. With wings sprouting from her beak and feathers spreading across her cheeks like a mask, she begins to take on the identity of her familiar. Shape-shifting is the ability to physically transform and can be found in mythology and folklore. From the Greek gods, such as Zeus, who changed his identity to a swan to seduce Leda, to the Celtic tales of Ceridwen and Gwion. Says Gwion escapes Ceridwen's clutches by transforming into a hare. There are many fantastical stories of gods and goddesses altering their appearance. There are times when we all shapeshift in daily life, such as when we put on a brave face or a mask of disappointment. We might do this to protect our own emotions or other people's, but there are times when imitation can be of even greater use. If you have drawn this card, it might be time to shapeshift. If you're hoping to secure that high profile job, then you might need to dress or style the part. If you want to invite love and kindness into your life, then displaying those qualities could help compassion find you. The woman in this card is manifesting qualities inherent within her that will assist her journey. How can you embrace yours? Wow, no madre. I love these cards. Man, put a fucking glossary to this bitch. Sorry, y'all. Ridiculous. Oh, well, look, Medusa. Justice. Medusa springs out of the shadows, bearing her fangs and hissing like the snakes that grow from her head. The men, the venomous sting of her tail rattles behind her as she eyes her prey. I need glasses, y'all. 24, 24. Just one glance in her direction and her victim will be turned into stone. There is much said about the horrors of Medusa, but we often forget that the woman in the myth was both mortal and beautiful before being transformed into a monster. As the Greek myth goes, Medusa was violated by the sea god Poseidon. Rather than punish Poseidon for this heinous act, furious at the desecration of her temple, Athena chose to chastise Medusa for breaking her vow of celibacy. In a sense, this card is as much about injustice as justice. It will often arrive when we feel as though we have been treated unfairly. The rage in Medusa's stance suggests a need to right a wrong or invoke fairness of some kind. If you have drawn this card, it could be time for you to seek justice. You may be motivated by anger, but remember to keep as level a head as possible when relaying the facts of a situation. As a general card, Medusa is a good omen, especially when connected to legal situations or times when the truth needs to be confronted. I can't make it up. Oh my god. Do the hidden depths, secrets. An alluring mermaid lies inside a watery cave. If you look closely, you see she holds a skull under her hand. Beneath the ripples of the seawater, there are more bones, jewels, and money hidden away from view. Everyone has secrets. Of course, not all of them are scandalous or salacious. Some are just those parts we keep deep within that we don't wish to reveal to anyone else. It may be our feelings, personal experiences, or on occasion, things we might be a little embarrassed about. If this card has turned up in your reading, then it is asking you to consider the value of secrets. Do you have some information that will be best tucked away rather than shared? Now might not be the time to tell others where it is on your mind, and as it could cost you later, because if not, they won't respect your secrets and shit. Just keep certain shit to yourself. Don't tell anybody in your future plans, whatever, because you know what? Not everybody has your best intentions, yo. In some readings, hidden death suggests that a secret will be revealed by someone else. Something you have been unaware of will soon rise to the surface. While it could be easy to expect the worst, surprise gifts or positive announcements can also become part of this card's message. Oh, you never know. Gothic prayer, which is hope. A woman is cloaked in darkness. Tears gently fall from her eyes, staining her cheeks, revealing her present state of despair. With a rosary wrapped around her fingers, she brings her hands to her mouth in prayer. Despite the shadows that she finds herself beneath, optimism remains. To receive this message is to remember that there is light on the horizon. However dark and cloudy your personal landscape might feel at this time, there's still light, guys. You might have been consumed by work and feel unable to see an end to pressure and demands. Perhaps financial obstacles have weighed heavily on your shoulders, or you've become overwhelmed by the problems of others. We all need aspirations. If you have drawn this card, then you are being advised not to give up, hoping that yours will eventually manifest. Gothic prayer usually arrives at a time when we are feeling lost and unsure of whether to continue. However, for this very reason, it symbolizes the need to carry on and believe in a better time. Whether you have been down on your luck or simply feeling unmotivated, this card is a beacon of light at the end of a tunnel, providing something for you to look forward to. Ah, it in. That's nice. Yes, I was drawn to this deck for some reason. But now I know why. The wish, desire. A youngster rests her forehead on a unicorn snout. With her eyes closed, she makes a wish under the light of the moon. Is the animal a carrier of wishes, or have the two made a pact, sharing the same desire? For some, wishes may seem fanciful, but the mere act of wishing can stimulate the imagination. When we think about something we would like to happen, we naturally begin to think about ways in which it might come true. This creates a realistic bridge between what we desire and ultimately receiving it. There is a difference between productive wishing and wishful thinking. If you have drawn this card, then your wish may soon be granted. However, it might not materialize unless your dream is coupled with action. You may desire a new living space, a better relationship, or a dream job. This card could suggest that this is not as far away from reality as you might think and encourages you to carve a path towards your goal. Of course, it is important to think about the nature of your desires. Some wishes will be more obtainable and others will have hidden costs attached to them. How would your life change for the better or worse if your dream actually did come true? Let's quick little break. I'm not gonna do the love oracle cards. I think y'all know what's about to happen, but these messages are also like right on the spot, yo. Okay, I wanna find this card, the dragon trainer on it. Fuck it. We have summon the reaper. It means time. A young woman holds an hourglass between both hands, the sands of time flowing through its neck. It appears that they pass slowly, but when we look away for just a moment, the vessel at the bottom appears fuller than that at the top. A reaper stands behind the woman, reminding her that everything passes eventually. This card is less about death than life. When it makes its way into a reading, it concerns a time that is in front of us rather than what has gone. So many of us mourn the loss of youth and what we consider to be our most vibrant self. But true beauty lies within age and maturity. To be mature and experienced allows for a greater understanding of self and therefore means that we can make more informed choices for our future. Time is always running out, and there's little we can do about that. If you have drawn this card, evaluation of some kind is necessary. How will you choose to live the coming chapters of your life? What adventure is next on your list? In a general reading, you are being reminded that the sands of time wait for nobody. Maybe you need to set the wheels in motion and do something you've been itching to get on with or were putting off for a rainy day. This is all on point. Holy shit. Silver black. Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. An angel and a dragon dance high in the night sky as she holds his face close. The meeting of their eyes is both tender and filled with curiosity. His scales are like brushed iron, his wings like a turquoise cape. Her feathers are refined and soft, her skin delicate and silky. With many similarities, there are striking differences between these dance partners, too. The differences make them of interest to one another. They are both curious and respectful, of what makes each of them who they are. We will not always agree with everyone we meet. It might feel natural to push back, but we are all entitled to express our opinions. Listening to others is the first step to showing respect for their beliefs. But in this situation, guys, y'all know, wow, 35, 35 on the timer right before I'm going to say this. Listening to others, yes, can sometimes be a good thing. But in this situation, with what's been going on, the masculine has been listening to the wrong people who have been giving him bad, shitty advice. If you have drawn this card, you might need a reminder that not everyone will see the world the same way you do. Oh my God. Respect is a choice, and it could be important for you to take a more open minded stance or accept boom, that another person's view or life path is not your own. In some readings, the card will ask if it is you who is being disrespected. If you feel this to be true, it might be time to address any bias or unfair treatment. Oh my fucking God. 36, 36 on the timer. Wow. Beautiful cards, beautiful deck. Put makeup on me. Finally, Dragon Trainer talks about skills. A young woman focuses on a dragon that has landed on her arm. Fire curls around the two of them, suggesting her confidence and the command she has over her surroundings. The young dragon is eager to learn to fight and to use his skills with great effectiveness. This is a card of talents, some natural and some learned. The young woman pushes the dragon out and into the air, forcing him to duck and dive between the flames as he attacks his target with accuracy and finesse. With each new flight, the dragon is faster and more precise. If you have pulled this card, it describes a need for broadening your skills, or even in some cases, the ability to share them. Would you do well to improve your own skill set by embarking on some training or going back to school? Might a little extra practice help you with a pastime or hobby? This card is a symbol of improvement and development of one's expertise, sometimes leading to a promotion at work or gaining some kind of mastery. In some situations, Dragon Trainer will be asking that you share your own talents. Teaching others something that you have learned or are considered an expert at could be part of this message. But with the way this whole situation has played out, be careful with who you share your talents with because then they can use it against you. And if you're looking for a promotion or something, they can take it right underneath you. fierce loyalty, defense. Within the walls of the castle, a red-headed woman sits with twin dragons. One rests his head on her lap while his sister stays alert and on guard. Their wings arch above and meet, sheltering the woman beneath. The twins are fiercely loyal and will not let any harm come to her. This card is a symbol of defense, since it suggests that we safeguard those things we consider valuable. In some situations, this will involve looking out for those who are vulnerable. It can also fall into a reading when there is a need for us to look after ourselves. If you have drawn this card, it could mean that you or someone you love is under attack. It is important to remember that attacks can take many different forms, and preventative measures may need to be put in place beforehand. Are your computer settings and virus protections up to date? Is your home secure? Or might you be divulging your deepest and darkest secrets to those who might not respect them? It may be time to think about how much you share and what the consequences could be. On a personal level, this card may be asking you to consider your lifestyle. Are you eating healthy and getting enough sleep? When this card arrives for you, think about what you need to safeguard and what will be the most effective way of doing so. Inner strength talks about courage. 4224. A young woman advances with sword in hand. A dragon adorned with golden scales reminiscent of armor stands behind her. Their heads connect and she affectionately strokes the beast's chin. At this moment they are one. This card is a symbol of strength, but not brawn. Is the dragon really there, or might we consider that he is simply a representation of what is in the mind and heart of the woman manifesting her own inner fortitude and tenacity? If you have pulled this card, then you may need to draw on your own resources or inner strength, your own inner dragon. This is not always easy, especially if it is buried way under doubt and apprehension. We can attempt to find inner strength when we stand up for something we believe in or face up to our fear. Just receiving this card can be a reminder of the strength that lies within you. If you are feeling less than confident or need to confront something head on, this card suggests that you have the courage to take on far more than you believe you can. Woo-wee. Moonstone talks about healing. A dragon and her passenger descend from the moon. In her mistress's left hand is a glowing moonstone, in her right a staff. Moonstone is a creamy colored crystal tinted with yellow, known for its feminine qualities such as intuition, passivity, and the enhancing of psychic abilities. It is also associated with healing. If this card has glided into your reading, then healing may be either available or necessary. We do not always realize when it is needed, but this card could be advising you to think about those areas of your life that are causing pain. This distress could be recent or may concern older experiences that have been avoided thus far. Making the decision to heal is not one we should take lightly. It is something that requires participation, courage, and commitment. While some of us might enlist the help of a professional, such as a counselor or doctor, just becoming aware of our wounds and how they still affect us can be the first step towards recovery and healing. What is still causing you to stress? How might you begin to release yourself from these memories or emotions in a healthy way? Whew, I'm gonna put the velour one away. We have Sailor's Ruin, the last one. Even though this card did not come out, I keep seeing the Phoenix page randomly, constantly, constantly. You're a rising Phoenix, fucker. Sailor's Ruin talks about temptation. With the light draining from above, a mermaid descends into the shadowy depths of the sea. The faint silhouettes of sharks representing danger and a shipwreck can be glimpsed in the darkness. She holds a skull in her hand, most likely a sailor she has lured to his death with her beauty. We can all relate to temptation in its many guises. If it is not physical beauty that seduces us beyond our limitations, then it can be wrapped up in many other attractive packages, such as food, alcohol, laziness, overspending, or a bad choice of partner. The sailor's ruin is in his lack of resistance. If you have drawn this card, you may have already succumbed to temptation or may be on the brink of doing so. Sometimes the people and things we know are not good for us become the most attractive and persistent options. Sailor's Ruin reminds you that most desires, such as the odd treat or letting your hair down, can actually be beneficial in moderation. However, too much of a good thing can become detrimental. What is tempting you at this time, and what might be the cost of giving into your urges? Woo! And I want to read The Rising Phoenix, regardless. It talks about new beginnings. A hooded woman stands with the darkness, concentrating. With her hands cupped upwards and her fingers stretched, she summons the phoenix from the flames. A proud animal rises before her, suggesting a new and brilliant start. Every good story has a beginning, but you will find that most, like life, are made up of many endings and starts. One cannot exist without the other. For a journey to begin, the phoenix must leave something behind her. If you have drawn this card, you are embarking on a new journey. This could be a physical endeavor, such as a trip over land, sea, or by air, but it might also describe the start of a college course, a pregnancy, a house move, or a new relationship. In some cases, it will indicate a new start that inevitably grows from the ashes of difficulty or a challenging situation. If you have not yet begun a significant new stage in your life, then this card could be suggesting you are ready to. Phoenix Rising is an exciting card to receive, as well as a call to action. It is a beacon of promise for those who are currently experiencing a dark night of the soul. 49:49 on the timer. Holy shit. All right, y'all. That's it. Wow. 50:05 on the timer. Oh, shit. This is like an early new moon reading. Take it easy, y'all.